What's the first thing we do when we log on? We try to connect to the internet. We all use the internet for something, whether it's for entertainment, we use it for the news, or for your business. One way or another, the internet has affected our lives. But why is the internet such a big part of our lives nowadays? It may be because of the ease and availability of it that has come to us liking to use it. Anyone can contribute to it, and it's a place where we can do what we want for the most part. Hi, my name is Anthony DeMarco. I just want to ask you a few questions about the internet.
Okay.
Now that governments recently, they have been blocking the internet more and more, like that of China. Recently, WikiLeaks has released private documents over the internet. Do you think our government should have a hand in censoring our websites we view?
I don't really think that the government, any government entity, should be allowed to censor what goes on the internet. I think the internet needs to be totally free. We wouldn't want to be in a situation like China and some of the other countries that block access to many things that are valuable to their citizens. And really, we need the freedom of speech to be able to put out there what's needed. I think in the case of things like WikiLeaks, there just needs to be more tightness on the part of people who have that information to make sure that they are guarding it safely and make sure that it doesn't get out.
One of the powers of the internet in our age of free information as the main reason that we have a lot of success and a lot of freedoms in our nation, because we know that if we see something on TV which is controlled by the government, or if we hear something on the radio which is controlled by the government, that we can go, that there's at least a place where we can go and find something that's true or semi-true on the internet.
It is the internet's openness and freedom, the ability to speak, innovate, and engage in commerce without having to ask anyone's permission, that has enabled the internet's unparalleled success. I'm pleased to announce that we've reached an important milestone in our effort to protect internet freedom and openness. This framework, if adopted later this month, would advance a set of core goals. It would ensure that the internet remains a powerful platform for innovation and job creation.
What would not having the internet be like, or not having access to the internet?
I think not having access to the internet would be pretty freaky for a lot of people. There are people who use it all the time and people who use it a little and everything in between, but I think it's become such a resource for so many people in work, in school, and it makes it so much easier to do a lot of things, research, shopping, mundane things like that. And I think it would be a pretty strange world now if we didn't have it. Oh, I've never really thought about the actual time between work and things I use it for at home. Probably as much as 5 to 6 hours on some days.
How is internet helpful for you on the road?
I teach online programs for the University of Maine and virtual high school. So for me, it's critical to be able to be in touch with students, wherever I am. So I will be on the road someplace or away from home, and I need to stay connected.
Some users use it to make and present online projects.
I've also grown to really use the internet a lot more for everything from, banking to paying bills to staying in touch with family, uploading photos, even just checking the weather when I'm on the road. So I'm always using it.
Internet's helped me because I definitely use the internet a lot. I do email. I definitely use it a lot for school, socializing, so that kind of stuff. I definitely shop there and do a lot of internet surfing and stuff.
What do you think the internet will be like in the future?
I am really afraid that the internet may not be free, as in free as in civil liberties. I think I'm more and more skeptical that the government is not really closely watching what happens on the internet. And I think that it's a matter of time before you won't just be able to put up any ideas you want to online, that there will be a repercussion.
I think if the government starts to, block more websites and stuff like that, they'll eventually gain a lot more power over the internet, and they can choose what goes on or what doesn't, and it would definitely limit what people see or what they don't see.
If the internet wasn't free, what would the innovation be like?
I think that people would, because we have the internet free as it is right now, if it changed and people had to pay for what exists now, that there would be a really big movement to go and make something new that was just like what we have now but still be free, because people have this idea that once they have something and you take it away, they lose their privileges. And you can see around the internet that it happens all the time. That, for example, like when eBay first started because people wanted to have a way to trade things that were in a free way. And now that eBay's gotten so big, they charge like percentages. Like everybody has to pay a percentage of what they buy back to eBay. So people are going to a different site where it's free. So I think that the innovation on the internet would still increase. It would just be in a backdoor way, or people would figure out how to make a new one, or how to make a new network that was free.
I do think if the internet is not provided as much as this in the future, then there will be more people, more businesses will shut down because of their reliance on the internet, and people will feel that they are missing out of something that is a great form of communication, like the web.